Welcome back to another episode of Kentucky King Wildlife, and today's animal is the white bass. There are four types of these striped fish that all look very similar. The yellow bass, the white bass, a wiper, which is a hybrid between a striped bass and a white bass, and the striped bass. Some facts that you could tell a white bass from others like a wiper is you can see the lines that go down the white bass's body are pretty even. On a wiper, those lines will be broken up. That's how you can know it's a hybrid. The yellow bass will tend to be smaller than the white bass and will have hints of yellow there on its stomach. And white bass won't get as big as white bass. And then the striped bass will get a lot bigger than the white bass. The white bass is more of a creek/river fish than more of a pond or lake. You will find them in lakes, but usually ones that connect to rivers. If you look behind us, you can't see it, but it's dark, but we're at Lake Barkley Dam on the Cumberland River, where the water is nice and cool and oxygenated, which makes a great habitat for the white bass. The diets of the white bass can vary. They will readily take small fish such as minnows, shiners, and they will also eat crustaceans such as crayfish, hellgrammites. They won't shy away from bugs at the top of the water or a nightcrawler dangling under a bobber. They'll readily eat that also. The white bass is a schooling fish, so if you find one, you'll usually find more. The average length and weight of a normal white bass is they will grow anywhere from 10 to 12 inches long as an average white bass, around a pound, pound and a half. They have been known to get up to 16, 17, 18 inches long and weigh up to 5 to 6 pounds. I have personally caught bigger than this, but this is a very nice fish either way. Some common predators of the white bass will all depend on the size. One like this won't have as many predators as a small one. Something like this might get preyed on by a big muskie or some blue or flathead catfish. Maybe even a really big striped bass would try to eat this. But as they get smaller, the predator range tends to widen, getting picked off by herons or turtles looking to prey on a nice fish, or largemouth or even bigger white bass will try to eat a small white bass. The white bass is a migratory fish. They will travel up the streams and stuff to gravel beds where they will lay eggs between mid-April to June, is their spawning season. And in that great white bass run is when lots of anglers like to try to target this fun species. I mentioned earlier that a lot of fish and other stuff will prey on white bass, but people will often catch white bass because they are very nice to eat. They have nice white fillets, and as you can tell, a fish this size will produce quite a good fillet. Now these fish do not have size limits here in the state of Kentucky, but you are only allowed to keep 15 fish a day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video with the white bass, and we're going to put him right back here in the river so he can go back and do fishy things. There he goes.